Hi, I'm Tom Irvin.
And I'm Robin Irvin.
And today we're going to bring you the Memorial Day Parade here in Lawrence Township.
And immediately after the parade, there will be a memorial service in the park behind the high school.
That's right. Today is all about remembering and honoring those who gave their lives in the service of their country. So sit back, relax, and prepare to enjoy.
Beautiful.
Welcome to the Lawrence Township Memorial Day Parade for 2022. Your Lawrence Township Police Department is the color guard leading the parade. Behind them coming up, you can hear the Shamrock and Thistle Pipe and Drum Corps from Ocean County, led by Tom King, the drum major.
They sound so good.
Yes, they do. Quite a number of them. We'll see them a little closer here in a moment. Waiting for the color guard to resume the procession. Here they go. Directly behind the color guard, we see Police Chief Brian Calorio from the Lawrence Township Police Department. And he's marching with Grand Marshal Sean Sexton. Sean Sexton is the commander for the American Legion Post 458. And we've got some other people mixed in here with us. Now we have the Shamrock and Thistle Pipe and Drum Corps. They were serenading us a moment ago. Now they're just doing a cadence. And coming up behind the American Legion Post 458, they're actually out of North Trenton, right on the edge of the Lawrence Township. That's the post that Grand Marshal Sean Sexton is from. And they're busy handing out candy to everybody who wants some. Now, 458 has several vehicles here with more people from the post. Lots of happy parade participants.
Oh, yes.
More members of American Legion Post 458 going by, showing their patriotic spirit.
There's quite a number of them. There's some Humvees.
Members of the Lawrence and surrounding county community military. This is the U.S. Air Force 177.
They're out of Atlantic City. Quite
Yes.
a drive for them.
Yes, it is. They brought the two Humvees, this large blue truck, emergency response vehicle, and a red emergency response vehicle.
And coming behind them is the American Legion Post 414 out of Lawrence Township. They're combined with the Veterans of Foreign Wars together.
Yes, VFW 3022 has joined in with them. They've got Chuck Bruthers, the commander for 414, and Diane Kelly as the auxiliary president. Something to watch for is they go marching by, we're going to have many vehicles carrying members of both organizations.
Very proud organization dating back to 1946. They formed just after World War II.
Yes, the 414 building is actually right on the edge of the park where we're going to have the memorial service immediately following the parade. They don't specifically host the event, that's done by the township, but they sure pitch in a lot of help.
Oh, look at that bubble machine coming towards us. Nothing more patriotic than bubbles.
Okay, now coming into view, we've got something a little special here. Being towed behind that Mazda is a 1963 Shriners parade car that these members have restored lovingly and beautifully.
That is a beautiful thing.
Still more members from Post 414 and VFW 3022, all showing their civic pride. And here comes the mayor from Lawrence. Mayor and several council members out to participate in the festivities today. Next up, we've got the Central Jersey Military Motor Pool. That's a club that restores older vehicles. I was expecting a third Jeep here, but the three Jeeps that they had lined up to come out here were a 51 Willys, driven by Greg Seaman, a 42 Ford, driven by David Peters, and a 44 Willys, driven by Bruce Hutchinson.
And now we see the Civil Air Patrol coming out of Trestler Airport. A very fine bunch.
There actually used to be a Twin Pines Airport in the northern end of the township. That's since been converted into playing fields. Civil Air Patrol processing by. Very impressive vehicle there, the Impact Volunteers of America, Delaware Valley chapter, serving both Princeton and Lawrence.
Very impressive vehicle.
Following them, we've got the Township of Aging from Lawrence Township, Township of Lawrence Office on Aging, from the Lawrence Senior Center. These folks do an awful lot of activities with members of the community. It's good to see them out today.
Oh yes, a valuable service, greatly appreciated.
And there's their van. We got more members riding inside.
Hello.
Now we've got a Pontiac Bonneville. I believe that's a 1965 Pontiac. Good to see the classic cars in the parade as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. There's a GMC pickup.
Yeah, I don't have any information on that one, but it sure looks shiny.
It's very shiny. And behind it, looks like upcoming, it's the Knights of Columbus chapter from Lawrence, local 7,000. They are a very charitable organization, always looking to do good in the community.
They've actually got a celebrity of sorts riding with them in the second vehicle. We'll see that in a moment. But first, here comes the procession. Knights of Columbus, a wonderful service organization, always willing to help out the community.
And Uncle Sam's coming up.
Now in the Bronco there, we've got Lou Peoples. He was the New Jersey Knight of the Year. Celebrity there.
Here he is now.
I was in the wrong vehicle there.
This is Lou Peoples right here.
That's correct. There's Lou Peoples, and he's the New Jersey Knight of the Year. More members of the Knights of Columbus approaching. And they're going to be followed by Cub Scout Pack 28. The Cub Pack is led by John Baptiste Alois, and their trailer is made up to look like the Eagle, one of the highest awards for the Scouts. Beautiful.
And here comes the local karate organization, been in Lawrence for 25 years. It's being led by Sensei Mark Swingle. Currently, they're located in the Lawrence Shopping Plaza, but they've been in Lawrence for 25 years.
Yeah, I believe they just moved into the shopping center in November. Now the Lawrence Historical Society, always doing a good job keeping things fresh in our minds. You see a Burley House t-shirt there on one of them. Next up, the Polish Arts Club of Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, Lawrence High School sounds really good.
Yes, off in the distance we can hear the Red Scare Marching Band approaching as the Polish Arts Club of Trenton comes by. That's the 75th anniversary of service to the community for the Polish Arts Club.
Oh, little patriotic ladies here. Don't they look wonderful? Lawrence Softball League.
I believe that's Lawrence Baseball and Softball, a combined organization.
High school marching band.
Yeah, they still use the name Red Scare from time to time, but they have gone back to being a marching band.
Also, let everyone know that Young Israel of Lawrenceville supports the parade.
Oh, don't they sound wonderful?
Coming by. They got several teams for the parade, and they have their games at Village Park and Zimmer Field. Every once in a while at Lawrence High School as well.
And behind them comes the cheer squad. Show me their team spirit. Let's go Cards.
Yeah. These are junior cheerleaders and junior football players ages 5 through 13. Up and coming stars of the future. believe now we have the Eldridge Park School marching group coming through, showing
by
their
Slack.
parade spirit.
Rider University's in the mix too.
Yep, Rider University snuck in between the two elementary schools. Another fine organization here in Lawrence Township, as well as Slackwood Elementary School. Principal Gene Musey out there with them. Good to see all the happy, smiling faces. And we got the Lawrence Ewing Girl Scouts. Oh, Ayers Crossing Civic League was snuck in there too. I almost missed them.
Oh yes. And here, right behind them, comes the St. Anne's School in Lawrence.
St. Anne's over on Route 206, followed by just some more community members who showed up with their USA balloons.
Oh, they look so patriotic.
More display from the St. Anne's School. They're pulling a little trailer with a golf cart.
We got Ben Franklin coming up.
Ben Franklin Elementary School coming there behind them. Principal Jay Billy out there with the Uncle Sam hat.
Ah. Oh, I will get the horses.
Good showing by Ben Franklin today.
And coming into the picture, we have two horses. Jackie Patterson, the one who was riding the Palomino called Callie, her uncle is Bob Watson, Colonel Bob Watson, who's on a committee. Alongside her riding the Pinto is Callie. So Callie's riding Jeffrey the Pinto. Both horses are 20 years old, and don't they look beautiful, decked out, patriotic?
They certainly do. Both the horses and the riders decked out patriotically.
Nothing's more beautiful than seeing horses in a parade.
That is nice. Now there go the horses, and we're going to move a little further down the road. You see a Chevy El Camino sporting a American flag in the bed. Didn't get a chance to talk to this driver, but
I approve of his make of car.
oh, absolutely. In fact, we drove one here to do the announcing today. That looks like maybe a 1980. Now we see the Lawrence Emergency Medical Service
Indeed.
coming into the picture.
Wonderful people if you're in trouble.
Yes, yeah. This is the one place you want to see them.
Exactly.
You want to see them in a parade smiling.
You never want to see them coming to your house.
Well, you might need them coming to your house, but not something you look forward to having to have.
No, indeed. But they're always good to know that they're nearby if you need them.
That's correct. Several vehicles from the emergency medical services. And now we move into fire truck country.
Oh, they're so shiny.
We've got Lawrence Road Fire Company going past first. There's the commander's vehicle just went by. Another utility truck. And here comes the big ones from Lawrence Road Fire Company.
Don't they look beautiful?
Yep, Fire Rescue number 22.
A giant military-looking vehicle. Looks like it's made for specifically to help out in flood disasters.
Yes, that's a flood rescue unit. They're actually towing a Zodiac behind the vehicle so that they can get out in the water and help people who need the helping.
I believe that truck is like a 5-ton military vehicle that's been converted to the fire department's needs.
They are stationed here in Lawrence, station number 23.
And here comes Special Services right behind them.
Yes, I believe that unit, that may be one that also provides refreshment for the emergency workers.
And you have a Zodiac on top of the vehicle.
Yep. Final vehicle from the Lawrenceville station, 23. Next up, we have the Slackwood Volunteer Fire Company.
Right up behind there.
Just up the road from Slackwood School. Actually, a couple roads over.
An impressive display of fire vehicles.
Yes, indeed. And they always keep them so well maintained.
A lot of shiny chrome.
Shiny everything. I think if these guys could get the hoses to shine, they'd do it.
I agree with that.
Now, Slackwood Fire Company going by. Here's their big snorkel truck. I believe this is the only snorkel truck in the township. That was such a big deal when that actually came to Lawrence.
A very valuable piece of equipment.
Something you need with the larger buildings.
Exactly. Now here comes Department of Public Works.
These are the folks that keep the township working.
They fix the potholes, right?
Well, I sure hope so. These are the folks that maintain the parks. They actually do some work maintaining some of the school property as well. Rather impressive looking piece of machinery there, isn't it?
Oh yes, definitely looks very impressive. I love the huge claws on the nose of that thing with the dumpster.
Yep, I'm sure that would be handy for picking up logs or
down trees across the road or something like that.
Yes. Got a couple snow plows coming as well.
Oh yeah, very happy sight to see in wintertime.
Yep, always nice to have the roads freshly plowed. These are the guys that do it for you. Another emergency responder vehicle showing off a very active set of lights on it.
Something you don't want to see in your rearview mirror.
Yeah.
A very impressive shiny vehicle.
And now bringing up the tail of our parade, Lawrence Township Police Department once more. Police Department is very active in helping to block off the roads to make this parade possible.
Thank you, police.
Yes, as you can see, some of the traffic cones in the back that they've used for this event.
And I believe that concludes the parade.
Yes, it does. Thank you for watching the parade. We'll be going now to the memorial service held in the park directly behind Lawrence High School. Hope you enjoy it. And remember, today is all about remembering those who died in the service of our country.
Amen.
Welcome, everyone. Mayor Ryan, colleagues on Township Council, Grand Marshal Sean Sexton, distinguished guests, veterans, ladies and gentlemen. It is so good to see all of you. Welcome to Lawrence Township's Memorial Day observance on this day, the 28th day, May 2022. Thank you for joining us. Let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Let everyone rise. Please join the Ewing Lawrence Trenton Girl Scouts as they lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Let's stay standing, and let's stand tall and proud for our national anthem performed by the Lawrence Township Community Band. Thank you, Dan. And please stay standing. We have the invocation by Mike Oakley.
Lord, we are blessed to have a nation of brave men and women who have sacrificed greatly for our country. Our great nation celebrates and commemorates their memory on Memorial Day in honor of their courage and their service. May these Memorial Day prayers encourage and strengthen those who have lost loved ones, inspire those serving in the military, and pay respect to those who give it all their freedom. We remember the ultimate sacrifice today and honor the families with appreciation and thanks. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mike. Please be seated. You were wondering, weren't you? I am so glad to be here today, and I'm so thankful that Councilman Kanacki gave me a call yesterday and asked me to be the MC for this program. I just want to say, be very brief and talk a little bit about my feelings about Memorial Day and how sort of special it is to be here in this moment. Memorial Day is when we sort of remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country, gave up their lives. And it's one of those things I ask myself, how could someone do that? You know, our natural instinct is to stay alive, preserve ourselves. But today, looking around at our community, coming here today, I understand why someone would be willing to put their life on the line and give it up. It's for all of you that people go out and protect themselves and sacrifice. And I just wanted to say thank you on this day to see all of you here, so I really appreciate it. Our first speaker is a friend of mine, a familiar face to all of us. It is my honor and privilege to introduce Mayor John Ryan.
Thank you. I'd like to start off by thanking council, my colleagues on council, my favorite jarhead, Jim Kanacki, also our patriotic club. We have to go down in the police department, Chief Brian Calorio and his entire staffer list. The rec department, Nancy Bergen and her staff. Also, we have the recreation committee back here on that. They do a wonderful job. We also have the public works department with Greg Whitehead and his entire staff doing a wonderful job. We have our manager, Kevin Nowinski, We really appreciate it. And then there's something special a little later with his father, Frank, who was a former mayor here, former post commander, 458, former veteran Navy, and they will be doing the flag later. Very special for us. Memorial Day. It honors the men and women who died while serving in the military. This solemn occasion is a time to reflect on those Americans who made the ultimate sacrifice while protecting and defending our freedom. Freedom is not free. As we all come here today, and as we gather later with our friends and family, I ask that you teach our younger generation the true meaning of Memorial Day and our true heroes and not forget them. Go to Arlington Cemetery and look over the vast grounds of our American military men and women who gave everything for our freedom. Visit the tomb of the unknown soldier. You will understand why this day is so important. So I ask you to remember all those veterans, past and present, on this day. Because remember, all gave some gave all. God bless Lawrence Township. God bless our military. God bless America. Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor Ryan. As this day is a day to honor our fallen countrymen and women who died in service to our nation, it is also a day when veterans can take special pride in the branch of the service for which they served. To help experience that service pride, we now play the Armed Forces Salute. We ask that all present veterans stand proudly when they hear their service anthem played. I introduce to you the Lawrence Township Community Band. thank you, Lawrence Township Community Band. You sound amazing. Really great. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege and honor to welcome our Grand Marshal and guest speaker today, Lawrence Township Police Sergeant Sean Sexton. I'm going to give you a little brief biography of the man before asking him to give some remarks. Sean was born and raised in the city of Trenton. He attended St. Hedwig's Grammar School and graduated from McCorston Catholic High School in 1997. Sean then joined the United States Army Reserves and attended basic training the summer after graduating high school. In August of 2003, Sean began working at the Mercer County Correction Center as a corrections officer. In November of 2003, he was activated by the Army Reserves and began training to deploy to Iraq for Operation Iraqi Freedom. Sean served 12 months in Iraq from March 2004 until March 2005 and received an honorable discharge shortly after returning, completing his service with the rank of sergeant. Sean was hired by the Lawrence Township Police Department in September of 2009. He is currently a patrol sergeant in the Patrol Division. Sean has resided in Lawrence Township since 2006 and enjoys spending his time off with his partner, Katie Bedford, and their 3-year-old daughter, Savannah. Sean is currently the Post Commander of the American Legion Post 458, North Trenton Post. He's also a member of the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 3022, located in Lawrenceville. Let's all put our hands together and welcome Grand Marshal Sean Sexton.
I was told to keep it short, so I was able to cut it down to an hour with 2 intermissions. Hopefully that'll work for everyone. First and foremost, I want to recognize a very special guest here today, my mother, Michelle Sexton. Many that know us know we're a Gold Star family. On December 3rd, 1969, my mother's brother, Calvin Thompson, was killed in action in Vietnam at the young age of 20 years old. So for Memorial Day for us, it was always a little different. It was a somber time, a sad time. We still went to the barbecues, we still did all those things, but Calvin was always on our minds, and not a day goes by my mom doesn't think about him and miss her brother. She always says to me she wondered what he would have became, what he would have been. Besides us losing an uncle, she lost a brother. My grandmother lost a son, and my aunt lost a brother. So I thank my mom for just being her and pushing through even with that tragic loss. What is Memorial Day weekend, right? You see it on Facebook, you see it on social media, MDW, everybody's going down the shore, stuck in traffic, drinking White Claws, going to the beach. I used to feel a certain way about that people weren't giving enough reverence to what Memorial Day weekend was. But then I realized as I got older that the people that I served with and the ones that have passed, that died in combat defending this great nation, that's exactly what they would want. That's why they do it. This is a voluntary army. They go, they sign, they raise their right hand, and they write a check that one day may get cashed. And throughout our history, unfortunately, we've lost too many good men and women in war. There was a general, I can't remember his name, he said nobody hates war more than a soldier. But they push on, they do it, they keep going. The only thing I ask, and it looks alive and well in Lawrence, is that we keep the tradition of Memorial Day alive, and while you're enjoying your barbecues or enjoying a short trip or vacation, just take a minute, sit down with your children and explain to them that what the cost was for us to enjoy that day, that there is a value on that lives were lost and will continue to be lost to do it all over again. I posted last week, shortly, I said, anybody I know that has lost their life in combat, as crazy as it sounds, even if they knew that was going to happen, they would do it again. That's how strong the drive is of our men and women that defend this great nation. So with that, like I said, just keep the Memorial Day alive and keep it going. I'm going to finish with a quote from John Stuart Mill. It's called "War is an ugly thing." War is an ugly thing, but not the ugliest of things. The decayed and degraded state of moral and patriotic feeling which thinks that nothing is worth war is much worse. The person who has nothing for which he is willing to fight, nothing which is more important than his own personal safety, is a miserable creature and has no chance of being free unless made and kept so by the exertions of better men than himself. And with that, everybody enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I'm honored to be up here. I'm blown away, actually. But thank you to Jim for, this was 2 years ago when he asked me. And please have a safe holiday weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. That was amazing. And to you, thank you. Each year at this time in our program, our veteran organizations pay a special tribute to their fallen members. I'd like to introduce Colonel Robert Watson, commander of the 112th Field Artillery Association, who will read the names of the deceased members of both his organization as well as Legion Post 414.
Good morning. Deceased members of American Legion Post 414. William Boyan, Thomas Cahill, Stephen Ziegler, Archie Leon Davis, Gary Fellers, Albert Casella, Sebastian Giella, Richard Gunnell, Kathy Hobermeyer Sconzo, John Jacob, John Jarazek, Deanna Cuck, Leo London, Dennis McGrath, Linton Reed, Robert Sherman, Thomas Waddington, Walter Wenzel, and John Wintermute. Deceased members of the 112th Field Artillery Association. Lieutenant Colonel, United States Army retired, Ed Aletta. George Bukima, United States Air Force, United States Army. Rex Carpenter, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel, United States Army retired, Anthony Sella. Lieutenant Colonel, United States Army retired, Charles Coyle. Master Sergeant, United States Army retired, Robert Fenimore. George Field, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel, United States Army retired, Joseph A. Haynes Sr. Captain, United States Army retired, William Hutcherson Sr. Colonel, United States Army retired, Donald Cale. Jack Kennedy, United States Army. General, United States Army, Frederick J. Crozen. First Sergeant, United States Army retired, Fred Linenbacker. Colonel, United States Army retired, John Meyer. Commanding Sergeant Major, United States Army retired, Frank Newman. Colonel, United States Army retired, Edward Peterson. Sergeant First Class, United States Army retired, William Suskovich. William Vickers, United States Army.
Thank you, Commander. Now brings us to the solemn part of our ceremony. Mr. Sexton, Councilman Knacke, Mayor Ryan. Placing of the wreath. Followed by the commanders of the American Legion and 112th Field Artillery will now lay a wreath at the monument honoring our fallen heroes. All right, if you'd like, you can go over to the flags for the laying of the wreath.